Mike, welcome to Cincinnati.
Thank you, man. Happy to be here.
You've played the Bengals a lot in your career. What enticed you to come to Cincinnati?
Just seeing what they're building. Over these 4 years, playing against these guys, I seen the type of players they had and what they were building. And I saw once they brought in Joe, to be the franchise guy, and he showed what he's capable of. That definitely attracted me here, and I'm excited to be here and get the train rolling.
Did the coaching staff tell you about your plan that you would have in the secondary?
Yeah, they're definitely going to use me like I was used in Pittsburgh. Of course, blitzing a lot and being in the backfield, but also manning slots and rolling the safety some. So they know I'm a versatile guy, and they know my versatility can help.
Mike, do you see this as a moment of appreciation for your football skill? You were undrafted, and you've proven yourself. So to have a team come after you like this and say we want you, do you feel some sense of validation?
Yeah, man, it's honestly a blessing to be undrafted and become one of the top players at my position. And, I never lost focus. I knew this was something I always wanted to do since I was a kid, and I just wouldn't let nobody or anything stop me. So here I am today, and, I'm blessed.
Thank you.
Mike, did you get the sense from anybody from the Bengals that said, we're tired of competing against you. We're tired of you making plays against us?
I could get that during games, stuff like that. But once I got here, I definitely got that feel. Just all the coaches and some of the players, excited I'm on their side now. And like I said, I'm excited to be here.
Hey, Mike, Ben Baby with ESPN here. It sounds like good amount of y'all went to dinner. It sounds like Reiff was out there as well. Yesterday. Were y'all trying to pitch him because he hadn't officially signed yet? Were y'all trying to pitch him on saying, hey, you should join this thing? Or what was that conversation like with him at dinner last night?
Oh, yeah, we definitely was in his ear trying to get him to sign. We know he's one of the better linemen in the league, and we got to protect Joe, and he's got to do it. So we definitely was pushing the fact to get him to sign. So hopefully he'll be signing those papers.
Mike, how you doing? Jeff Hobson with Bengals.com. This defense, I think in the opener, they'll start one guy who's remaining from who started back in 2019. And I guess you had a pretty good talk with the corner from Dallas, Mr. Uzi. And did you get the sense that there's any kind of a personality forming on this defense?
Oh yeah, already. As soon as me and we call him Cheeto got here, we connected automatically. And I've already received texts from Von Bell and Jesse Bates. So just knowing those guys are reaching out, I feel like our secondary room is going to come together, and we definitely can be one of the better ones in the league.
Mike, what is it about Pittsburgh and that culture that you feel like you can bring here? Because apparently Pittsburgh does a lot of things well. The Bengals did beat them this year for the first time in quite a while. But what do you see that Pittsburgh has that maybe you feel like you can bring here?
It's definitely that winning mentality. They're known for a winning culture, and my 4 years there, I've picked that up just in my intangibles, and I feel like me being a veteran, I can bring that over here and show guys how to really win, and we can turn this thing around.
Thank you.
How much of a hurdle, Mike, Jay Morrison from The Athletic, how much of a hurdle do you think it'll be, or how long do you think it'll take having three corners that have never played before, with communication being so important in the secondary?
It might take some time, but as soon as we're able to, like I said, we exchange contacts and everything. As soon as we're able to get some film, we can just all hit a group message and just start going through stuff, just finding ways to learn each other and learn how to communicate. And it might take time, but we'll get it done.
You spent 4 years basically hating these guys. Do you have to put some bias behind you when you're being recruited as a free agent to a team in the division? Was that tough at all?
Oh yeah, for sure, man. With the free agency thing, everybody says don't go to the division rival, but if you feel like it's the best fit for you and gives you the best opportunity, you sign. And that's what Cincinnati gave me, and I'm excited to be here, and we're ready to make some noise.
Did you get a feel at all? I can't remember the Monday night game when the hit on Juju, did it feel like this team, this defense was starting to maybe turn a corner from what you've seen in years past?
You can definitely tell that hit had some meaning behind it, and just seeing it, I feel like they really embracing their physicality and their mentality, and I definitely want to be a part of that. So here I am now.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Mike, how would you, what would your scouting report be on the Bengals offense?
Protect number 9. I mean, that's where it starts. He has weapons on the outside and has one of the better backs in the backfield. So you get him protected, let him go through his reads, and he'll find a way to win. So I'm excited to play with him. Everybody say he's a young guy, but his presence, he has a veteran presence already. And as a quarterback, that's something you definitely want to do to lead a team, and he does it well.
What was your impression of him last night?
Man, just talking to him, like I said, he has an aura about him. He's a young guy, but he commands the room. He takes pride in being the leader of the team, and just embraces his role.
Did you have a steak burrow?
I didn't have a steak burrow. I got what did I get? The steak ribeye. Well, it was pretty good though. Definitely pretty good.
When you're sitting down with the guy at dinner, I mean, how are there ways that you can say, okay, can you gauge how he is in the locker room and what he's going to be like as a teammate just over a couple hours? I mean, what are ways when you're sitting down with a guy, you can say, okay, when it's somebody like Burrow, this is what he's going to be like as a teammate.
Just talking to him, even if it's football conversation, life conversation, you definitely get a different vibe from each, but just talking to him, man, I just tell how genuine of a guy he is and how much he loves football. So when you got a leader like that, he can lead you in the right direction.
Mike, James Rapien with Sports Illustrated. Congratulations. How willing are you to recruit? Right, you mentioned Riley Reiff, and he was there yesterday. But if you see rumors out there about other guys potentially wanting to sign with the Bengals, will you hesitate to reach out?
No, man, not at all. We're trying to build something special. So if they're able to join, we'll definitely love them. I'll go out my way to try to get them here. And just get this thing riding and building up the way it's supposed to be.
Mike, when you come from Georgia, obviously so many guys in the NFL that have ties to Georgia. Was anybody you patterned your game after? Anybody that you looked up to and said, man, I like that style of play?
I'm gonna take it back. I was a big fan growing up of Bob Sanders. Like a lot of people really forget how impactful he was, especially him being a smaller guy. So he's definitely somebody I watched growing up, and also now Tyrann Mathieu, just the way he plays and the way he's versatile and the playmaker he is. So those two guys, those games I really enjoy watching.
Thank you.
Hey, Mike, one of the things that you're really known for is your ability to blitz out of the slot. A lot of people probably think that's easy. It's easy to come as a free runner, but is there an art to that? Is there something that you felt you had to kind of work on through your 4 years that you've gotten better as far as not tipping it or something along those lines?
Yeah, man. After my first year, after teams started picking it up and realizing the type of blitz I was, I definitely had to change up some things. Learning quarterbacks' cadences and trying not to tip them with looking inside, just finding different ways to keep the offense off balance and hopefully get me a free run to the quarterback.
I mean, I assume you're never allowed to get anywhere near Ben in practice. How you're kind of a small guy. You think you could take him down one-on-one?
Yeah, man, I believe so. I trust my ability. I'm able to take down more athletic running backs that has his same size. If I get a chance to take my shot on Ben, it's definitely gonna be fun.
Mike, as far as the recruiting, to stick with that, have you reached out to anybody else by chance?
I don't personally know him, but I DM'd Kenny Galladay. Try to definitely get him here. He's a dangerous guy that you put on the outside for Burrow. He's the main one I've been trying to push. So.
You and the rest of Cincinnati, I think.
Yeah, if we can get him, that'd be great.
This defense has struggled against Lamar Jackson over the past couple of years. What do you bring, or what can you do to help change that moving forward?
I feel just my blitzing ability. You're able to send me. I can cause havoc. I can make Lamar slow his read downs so the linebacker come free. So I feel like it's different ways that I'll be able to impact against those guys.
Mike, you're a physical guy, but you have a great presence. Do you hit with a smile?
I do. And I get up with a smile too, man. I just love the game of football. And I think it's just my mentality growing up. I was always told I was too small. So I just play with that chip on my shoulder and enjoy every moment of it.
Thank you.
Mike, you talked about Lamar, but how do you stop Baker Mayfield?
Man, you just got to make them uncomfortable. We know for them, it starts with their run game. They have two of the better backs in the league, and they're one of the top 2 rushing teams in the league. So if you're able to put the ball in Baker's hands and make him a decision maker, you'll definitely like your chances defensively.